I have been craving a patty melt for the last few days, so that's what I'm doing.
I like that.
Alright guys, that's right. Yes, I said I've been craving a patty melt, and for the last few days, I don't know why, I've just really wanted a patty melt. So, that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to griddle some burgers. Of course, it's like really freaking cold outside, like 30 something degrees, so I'm not going to do it on the griddle out there, but I'll do it on the griddle in here. I'm going to get started by caramelizing some onions in my cast iron skillet, and I'm going to throw the burgers on the indoor griddle. I got a couple of onions here. I'm just going to slice up kind of thin. Don't have to be very thin, but I mean, you slice them however you want them. But I'm going to go about like that right there. 2 whole onions. They're not very big onions. Kind of small to medium size. Really all I needed for the patty melts anyways. If you want more onions, you can do as many as you want, because I mean, by the time these things cook, they you know, get down to almost nothing. But they're so good. Got them all in the skillet. We're going to let these go. Probably about 30 minutes, 45 minutes, however long you want to let them go. Season them with salt and pepper after about 10-15 minutes and just let it ride. Okay, I'm calling those onions done. They're caramelized. Now it's time to get those burgers on the griddle. All right, here I'm throwing some avocado oil down on my griddle. By the way, I also use the avocado oil for the onions. Get that smeared around. Let's throw these burger patties on. 80-20 ground chuck. About 4 of these. 3 of these. I don't want to say 4. 3. Get these cooking, and I'm going to take my spatula and kind of smash them down a little bit. You know, they're going to shrink up, and, you know, I got to get these, you know, a little bit bigger, you know, for the sandwiches. So just smash them down a little bit, kind of like a smash burger, but, you know, whatever. So I already got all these smashed out, and I've already had one side salt and peppered. Now I'm going to salt and pepper the other sides. And we'll let these cook. You know, once they start to get about halfway brown, flip them over. Of course, this griddle, you know, not being cast iron or something, it doesn't really get that kind of crust that you really kind of want. But smash them down. Try to get in as much contact with the griddle as I can to kind of at least get a little bit of a crust. But the griddle really doesn't make a crust. Right now I'm going to put some American cheese on these burgers, let that melt, and I'm going to start getting the bread ready. Throw this American cheese on, and well, once that melts, we're going to be ready to start to put these things together. And I can't wait. Man, it already looks good. It's going to look even better once that cheese melts. Use any kind of cheese you want, too, you know. It doesn't have to be American cheese. It can be provolone, Swiss, whatever you want to use. Right here I've got some English toasting bread. And once the burgers did shrink up a little bit, there was going to be a lot of, like, overhang with the bread, and I didn't want that. So I'm going to take my cookie cutter thing that I used to, form my burger patties, and I'm just going to cut, the centers up, cut circles out of them, and it's going to be the perfect size for these burgers then. Oh, look at that. The cheese is melted, nice and gooey on these burgers. Time to get these things off and get the bread toasted up. And then it's going to be time to put it together and try it out. I'm going to put some mayonnaise, spread mayonnaise on the outside of my bread. That's the side that I'm going to toast. Of course, you can use butter, whatever you want to use. If you want to just put down some oil on your griddle or whatever you're using, that's fine. I'm going to go with mayonnaise. Get them all laid out. Let them get good and toasty on one side. You don't have to flip them, toast the inside. Get these burgers on there. And yeah, see, it's almost perfect size now for those burgers. Cutting the center out of the bread. Let's get these onions on. Look at that. These onions are beautiful, caramelized, so sweet, and just take that skillet right there and a spoon and go sit down. That's all you need, or a fork, whichever. These onions on top of these burgers. Can't wait to eat this. I'm going to throw squirt a little bit of this mayo racha on top of these. You don't have to use that. Use whatever you want. If you don't want any kind of sauce, don't use a sauce. But I recently bought this stuff, and I figured it'd probably be pretty good on these. So I'm going to give it a shot. Let's get the top parts of this bread on. You can tell it's not actually completely toasted just yet, but it will be, because I'm going to flip them once again when the bottom is ready. Some bacon would be good on that. I should do that sometime. Really got me thinking now. Flatten these things down. Look how much like it went down there. It's like deflating a balloon or something. Time to flip. Oh yeah, beautiful golden brown color on the bottoms there. Almost looks like a cornbread hoe cake or pancake or something right there, kind of. Except for the side you see the crust on. Okay, these burgers are ready. These patty melts are ready. It's time to take them off the griddle, and I'll cut one open, and then it's time to eat. Okay, it's time to try one of these patty melts. First, I just want to, it looks good. It's got those caramelized onions on it. It's not really hanging off the... Let's cut it in half and we'll see. Oh yeah, look at that. Does that look good or what? The funny thing is, for lunch today, I stopped at Sonic. And I got the number 2 or whatever number it was, the Sonic double cheeseburger. And knowing I was doing this tonight, I was like, screw it. I like cheeseburgers. I'll eat multiple cheeseburgers in a day. But I get I get it without the lettuce and tomato. I just wanted a burger without the lettuce and tomato. I kept the onions on it. I kept the pickles on it, and I asked for just mayonnaise and mustard. So I get this burger's huge, what the Sonic burger's like. And I'm like, I'm not tasting pickle. I pulled the top bun off, and there's literally a stack of 3 pickles stacked up. 3 pickles in a stack on one side of the burger. I was like, lazy mother. How hard is it to spread the pickles out instead of just, you're like, all right, what's that? There's 3. I'll just stick them right there. He'll figure it out. If he wants them placed otherwise, he can do it himself. I don't know why I felt the need to tell that story, because there's obviously not pickles on a patty melt, but
Yeah, I don't like pickles. Dill pickles.
yeah, it was dill pickle.
Bad.
Let's try this. You ready to try this burger?
Sure.
This patty melt with the burger shrunk up a little shorter than the bread, so I cut the bread in circles. Here we go.
All right, bye.
Now that's a burger! Yeah. It's so simple, but so flavorful. Just the bread with the butter, or, well, mayonnaise. I use mayonnaise. The burger's still good and juicy. That American cheese, those caramelized onions. I just realized you ate my other half instead of eating yours.
My bad.
Oh man. That's a good burger. Still kind of a patty melt. I mean, it's a patty melt, just a little different because it's round. That's it for this. What'd I say? What'd you say?
I don't know.
Who?
What? You know what I'm trying to say?
Who you calling a psycho?
I like muffins.
So that's it for this episode. Quick, simple, easy patty melts. I mean, the longest thing to do is caramelizing the onions. You know, it's about 30 minutes to an hour, but it's well worth the wait because you can eat that shit by itself.
Yes.
So, thanks for watching, and enjoy your patty melts. Oh. See, I like muffin.